You ready? So this morning we're going to talk about some more transformation stuff. So we talked about reflection lines. We're going to combine what we did earlier this week at the start of the week on reflection lines with our linear algebra. So I need you to remind me, what is the general equation of a straight line? Y equals mx plus c. Excellent. What does m stand for? The gradient, which measures what? Steepness. So that's how you find it, rise over run, but it measures steepness. And what does c represent? The y-intercept. Excellent. And the gradient is, as you said, rise over run. Now, this one's already given to us. So they're telling you the reflection line is y equals x, right? If y is 1, x is 1. If y is 3, x is 3. So this is just y equals x. That is the reflection line of the shape. So sometimes they're actually going to just give you a mirror line. So before we were drawing the mirror line ourselves, just saying, hey, where is it? Now they're going to give you the mirror line or not, and you have to come up with the equation of the mirror line, okay? So something like that's pretty obvious. Y equals x. That one's really easy. Let's have a look at some examples. Or it doesn't want to let me do that? Do I have to stop annotating before I can do that? Oh, well, that's the hard one. I didn't want to do that one yet. Okay, let's look at this one. Zoom in a bit. All right, so for this one, they've drawn the line for us, but they have not given us the actual, well, actually they have. Oh, look at that. Y equals negative x. Okay, so again, 0, 0, but it's to -2 this time. Whatever y is, x is the negative version of that. So if x is negative, so if x is 3, y is -3. So you can see that they've written the coordinates over here. So if we go from 1 to 0, we reflect it over that line. So we get 0, -1. If we're going from 4 to 1, so that's C over here, 4 to 1 becomes -1, 4, sorry, over here, -1, 4, right? So it's really important that, I mean, some of you will do this different ways. If you do this bit first and then draw it, because that's how your brain works, fine. I think for most people, drawing it's going to be easier to actually say, right, here's the thing reflected over, or they give you both things and give you the line, or they might ask you to do it all at once. All right, let's do an example. Oh, I have to stop annotating, don't I? Okay, let's have a look at this one. Okay, so I've got my two shapes. They've drawn in the line of reflection, but they have not given us an equation. What is the y-intercept of this? Right, it's -1. So that means y equals something x minus 1. What is the gradient of this line? 1, right? It goes up 1 over 1. So rise over run tells us it's 1. Do I need to write 1 here? No. No, I don't. I can, but what's the point? You don't need it. 1x is just x. So the equation of the mirror line is y equals x minus 1. All right, let's have a go at this one. This time they have not drawn the line of reflection or the mirror line. I'm going to get a line. All right, so obviously it's going to go through this bit here, which means I've got a line that's going to look like that. So I am going to say y equals mx plus c again. What's c? It's +2, right? This is +2. What's the gradient of this line? It's 1 again, right? It goes up 1 over 1. So 1 over 1. So y equals x plus 2. This is the equation of my mirror line or my reflection line. All right, let's do something that's quite as simple. Yeah. All right, let's look at this one. Okay, so this time they've drawn in the line, right? That's my reflection line. So if y equals mx plus c, what's c? What is it? It's 0, right? It's going through the origin. What is the slope of this? It's 4/1, isn't it? Rise over run. We're rising 4 and running 1. So I've got y equals 4x. And then we said c is 0, so I don't need to write anything. Don't need to write plus 0. So my reflection line is y equals 4x. Now you can, yeah, anyway, I won't say that. That'll make things more complicated. All right, let's do one more. All right, so again, I need to draw a reflection line. So you can see to help them, they've drawn dotted lines between the B's, between the A's, between the C's, because we want all of those things to be halfway through, don't we? So I can see that it's going to go through these points here. There we go. Do you think that's in the middle? Good. No. All right, so that means my y-intercept is, so y equals mx plus c again. So y equals, this is going to be plus 3. What is my slope? It's definitely minus, isn't it? It's going down. What is it? It's just -1. So it's -1/1. So this is negative x. So y equals negative x plus 3 is my reflection line. Okay, I would like you now, I'm going to stop the recording of this because we're going to look at the textbooks.